Hi everyone. Happy 75th Independence Day to all. Many fought for India's independence. Some got the spotlight but some didn't. Let's know about some of these heroes and their unsung stories. Matangini Hajra. Hajra was part of the Quit India movement and non-cooperation movement. During one procession, she continued to advance with the Indian flag even after being shot thrice. She kept shouting Vande Mataram till the end. Begum Hazrat Mahal. She was a vital part of the 1857 Indian rebellion. After her husband was exiled, she took charge of Awadh and even seized control of Lucknow during the rebellion. Later, Begum Hazrat had to retreat to Nepal where she died. Sanapathi Bhapatha. As leader of the Munsi Satyagraha, he got the title of Senapati. He got the honor of hoisting the Indian flag in Pune for the first time after independence. He had been jailed for public speaking as well as for vandalism, after which he turned himself in because as a Satyagrahi, he was not supposed to follow the path of violence. Aruna Asaf Ali. Few have heard of her, but when she was 33 years old, she gained some prominence as she hoisted the Indian National Congress flag during the Quit India movement at the Gwalior Tank Maidan in Bombay, 1942. Porti Sriramulu. He was an avid supporter and devotee of Mahatma Gandhi. After seeing his dedication towards humanitarian purposes and the nation, Gandhi once said, "If only I had 11 more followers like Sriramulu, I will win freedom in a year." Bikaji Kama. Although there are numerous roads and buildings named after her around the country, only few know who she was and what she did. Not only was she a part of the Indian independence movement, she was also a figure for gender equality. She donated most of her personal effects to an orphanage for girls. She also unfurled the Indian flag at the International Socialist Conference at Stuttgart in Germany, 1907. Tara Rani Srivastava. Along with her husband, she had led a procession in front of the Siwan police station. Though he was shot, she bandaged his wounds and kept going forward. By the time she returned, he had died. However, her will to go on was stronger still, and she continued to fight holding the flag high. Kanaya Lal Maniklal Munsi. Also known as Kulpati, Munsi was mighty active during India's freedom movement, especially the Quit India movement. He was the founder of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. The number of times he was arrested by the British regime showed his dedication and passion for an independent India. Beeri Khan. He was one of the initial rebels of India. Khan was part of 1857 freedom struggle and among the 14 people who were given capital punishment due to their role in the freedom movement. Even still, his work inspired many who followed, but generations later, his name just faded away. Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay. Kamala Devi was the first woman to run for a legislative seat in India, and interestingly, she was also the first Indian woman to be arrested by the British regime. She played a very vital role as a social reformer and brought back handicrafts, theatres and handlooms to help in uplifting the socio-economic standard of the Indian women. Tiruppurkumaran. Kumaran was the founder of the Desabandhu Youth Association. He was killed during a protest march against the colonial government on 11 January 1932 for holding a flag of Indian nationalists that was banned by the British. Though he succumbed to injuries, he was found dead holding the flag. Rajkumari Gupta. She and her husband worked with Mahatma Gandhi and Chandrasekhar Azad. She played a crucial role in the Kakori case as well. She was in charge of supplying revolvers to those involved in the operation. Rajkumari hid the firearms in her undergarment and went to deliver them, with her 3-year-old son alongside. Lakshmi Sehgal. She was an officer of Indian Army and was also referred to as Captain Lakshmi. Lakshmi was a World War II veteran and spent time as a prisoner in Burma. When she heard that Bose was recruiting women soldiers as well, she gave her name. She was ordered to form a female regiment called Rani of Jhansi Regiment, where she got the rank of captain. Birsa Munda. He was born on Thursday and therefore named after it. Though he died at the young age of 25, he had some remarkable achievements in his short time. The most notable one being heading the millenarian movement that inspired the tribal belt of modern-day Bihar and Jharkhand to go against the British Raj in the late 19th century. Durgabai Deshmukh. Durgabai led numerous satyagraha movements and was a member of the Constituent Assembly of India and the Planning Commission of India. She played a prominent role in Indian freedom movement. At the Khadi exhibition in 1923, she was in charge of ensuring that all visitors had proper tickets before entering. She even forbade Pandit Nehru from entering until the organizers gave him a ticket and she let him pass. K. Maman. There is very little known about K. Maman, apart from the fact that he was a young freedom fighter back in the day, a pacifist and a Gandhian. He is also referred as Kerala Gandhi. Parvati Giri. She was only 16 but active in the forefront of all freedom activities, especially the Quit India movement. She was also imprisoned for 2 years for taking part in such activities. Giri served the public socially post-independence and was also known as the Mother Teresa of Western Odisha. Alluri Sitarama Raju. He led the ill-fated Rampa rebellion in 1922 to 24 with the support of other local tribals. For his bravery and valor, he was nicknamed Manyam Veerudu, meaning hero of the jungles. Njiranga. He was a prominent figure of the Indian peasant movement. Ranga was a Gandhian and led the riot agitation in 1933. The Braveheart is considered the champion of peasant rights. Khudi Rambos. He was one of the youngest revolutionaries in the Indian independence movement. He was 18 years, 8 months and 8 days old when he was hanged. The trio of Binoy Badal Dinesh, Binoy Basu, Badal Gupta and Dinesh Gupta were 22, 18 and 19 years old respectively when they wore European outfits and entered the writers' building. Their target was the brutal Inspector General of Police, Colonel N.S. Simpson. They succeeded in killing him but were outnumbered by the foes. Binoy took a cyanide pill, while the other two shot themselves to avoid capture. It takes more than guts to pull something off like this. These are only some of the India's unseen freedom fighters without whom we wouldn't be celebrating today's Independence Day. We are indebted to their efforts and sacrifice. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.